The sky becomes more threatening, a bruised mix of black and gray, with unnaturally swirling, ominous clouds that seem to move with menacing speed. Lightning and thunder follow. The liquid is not clear water, but a thick, amber, oily substance, like fresh motor oil, that makes dark, spreading stains on his shirt concrete. The sound of the falling rain subtly shifts and morphs into the sound of a shower as the scene abruptly transitions to Curtis, standing head down under a stream of clean water in his bath. Cut to, Curtis walks into the kitchen and sits at the table with his wife, Samantha, played by Jessica Chastain, and their young hearing-impaired daughter, Hannah, played by Tova Stewart. There's very little dialogue, and what is said is practical and calm, emphasizing how stable and grounded Curtis's life appears on the surface. These visions of a massive storm with thick, oily rain and violent occurrences leads Curtis to question his own sanity and the safety of his family. The central conflict revolves around whether Curtis is experiencing premonitions of a real impending disaster or the onset of inherited paranoid schizophrenia, a condition his mother developed at the similar age. As his anxiety bleeds into his waking life, he makes the controversial decision to dedicate their limited financial resources and time to fortifying an old storm shelter in their backyard, a choice that puts immense strain on his marriage, his job, and his relationships with their close-knit community.
Clearly had to have a conversation with Sylvia about this because I was like, after watching it all the way through, I was like, okay, so obviously this film doesn't want you to know whether or not he's actually having visions from God or if he's schizophrenic. I'm like, oh man, that opening scene, is that a dream sequence or not? And then Sylvia had a brilliant explanation for how they transition that.
What's brilliant about it is the transition to the shower. So you think, okay, is he washing away the rain or is he waking up from a dream? And so here we are in the morning. And then, and it could go both ways if you really think about it, but it does start to be very clear that it is the morning, because then he has the morning routine with his family and we establish that sort of his background, right? For us, we get the sense that he had this pretty intense dream, and even in the morning, he's still trying to wash off that feeling, sort of that there's a sense of dread. There's something.
I think anybody watching the movie for the first time, like I was, automatically assumed like, oh, the guy got some weird grease on him. I bet you that was a dream he was having. So while you're literally watching other things, you're replaying the whole movie in your head or those opening scenes again to kind of puzzle it back together.
It's just all this subtlety that you can look into, which I think is one of the crowning achievements of this film overall.